Hi, it's Gab, and I'm reviewing Battle LA, also known as Battle Los Angeles. Obviously, the latest alien invasion adventure, specifically Los Angeles, obviously, being invaded. I don't think that's a spoiler. Action starts pretty quickly. We just established that we're in LA, obviously. There's some Marines led by Staff Sergeant Aaron Eckhart, who looks really good in a little military get-up, and of course he's putting his papers in for retirement. He has some bad memories from being in service overseas, blah blah blah. He wants to call it a day, peaceful day, everything seems like it's going to be okay, and then apparently there are meteor showers off the coast, and this is happening on coastlines around the world, and it's quickly revealed that they're not meteors, it's an alien invasion. Again, not a spoiler, they show that in the trailer, probably the best part of the trailer, I'll get to that. And so we dive into the action where the military, the Marines specifically, were following a certain band, faction of the Marines, and they're deployed mainly to evacuate civilians, because almost immediately, apparently, the plan of action from up above is that they're going to bomb the town to defeat these aliens. They figured out they're aliens. They're apparently here for our water supply, and they're just going to bomb them and cleanse the area of this parasitic invasion. Okay, so this group goes out onto the streets, and it's this little band of a motley crew, but pretty much the stereotypes. You've got the guy who's about to get married, the guy who's about to have a baby, various creeds and colors. They're all somewhat variations of cocky, rough, likable guys. Again, your sort of typical military band. And they meet up with some civilians, a couple cute kids, lots of danger, lots of action. The aliens are in the skies in various sorts of mechanized flying apparatus and whatnot, and shooting apparatus, and they're also on the ground on foot, on alien foot, and are a constant threat to our human characters that we're following. The aliens. They're not very interesting. There are these sort of spacecraft kind of things, which are kind of neat, but very mechanical. And then the aliens that are on the ground are themselves very mechanical. From a distance, they look almost entirely robotic. The gang gets their hands on one in particular, and so we see up close that it's a gooey alien underneath, but it's got sort of a mechanized, weaponry, armor as its sort of outer shell, or what it wears, the fashion that it sports. And so they're really very robotic looking. They're not particularly organic. It's sort of, I would say, like a cross between a Predator and a Terminator, is sort of the thing that the feel that they have, and they run around and they shoot and they chase. And then there are these various sort of spacecraft and things that are apparently not even manned or aliened, whatever the term is. So it's very much, the enemy does not have a face, really. And I had a problem with that. I didn't care or was not interested in the alien identity, so to speak, because the rest of this film, this film is just entirely a militaristic war zone. It's a war film. It's just all battle, battle, battle. And there's hardly anything that really distinguishes one battle piece or set piece on the ground from another, except, which of the gang are being picked off. I mean, you get to sort of know and like the characters, I guess, as much as possible, which is to say hardly at all. So there's not a lot of feeling when one of them gets blown to bits. They're the kids. You're a little bit worried about the kids. There's one cute boy and his dad, and that's really the only heart of the matter whatsoever. What you really only care about Aaron Eckhart's character is that he's very gung-ho Marine, very patriotic. This whole film really could be a recruitment video for the Marines, the few, the proud, very rah-rah patriotic where that's concerned. that's fine, but that's really all it has going for it. It's battles, it's ground fighting, and not much else to offer. Very disappointing. One of the first movies I reviewed when I started doing Gab and Dad was District 9. And those of you who've seen my review of that and heard Dad and I talk about it, were big fans of that film. I mean, that film showed that the alien genre can be smart, refreshing, interesting, surprising, moving, and I mean, that sets the bar high, but it doesn't have to be either that or this. There's areas in between, and this just really has nothing at all going for it. That's really worth anything new. It's not terrible. I mean, all of the bombastic patriotism issued a few sort of snickers from the audience, and other than that, there wasn't even anything hilariously bad going on. It wasn't even actually bad entertaining, if I can say that. The shock and awe was more just tiresome, and it was just ceaseless and really not leading to any sort of great feelings of triumph or entertainment. So I can't really recommend Battle Los Angeles because it doesn't rise to the level of the kind of alien invasion film that I think we deserve as moviegoers these days. So I would give it 3 Gabs. I think that's kind of me, but what can I say? I'm in that kind of mood because I'm home, it's safe, comfortable, not having to go out and fight a fight. So watching movies instead, I'll give them 3 Gabs just to be nice. Battle LA.